This is the continued part of the last topic, that is FIMM integration. And due to some cold, my throat is not well, so you might see a different voice today. So what we can do is I will continue with the same topic for the additional things. So go to SPRO and SAP reference IMG. In the SAP reference IMG, so the first thing you have to do is you have to check for a logistic general. Go to logistic general. Under logistic general, go to material master. Under material master, go to basic settings. Under basic settings, go to material tabs. Under material tab, define attributes for material types. Execute this one. So you will see there are different material types are there. So FERT is used for finished goods. Select this one and quantity value update. These are all the standard ones which SAP has given. So click on the position and give your valuation area as Tata Motors UN. So that is equal to your plant. So make sure that this quantity update and the value update checkbox are selected. And the same way, check for ROH, that is for raw material. Select this one, click on quantity and value update for your plant, Tata Motors UN. And you will also see that Tata Motors UN and US both are our plant only is been updated with the same details. Now check for, go back. For semi-finished goods, we have HALB. Search for that one. This is for semi-finished goods. Select and double click on it. So you will also see here for your plant, Tata Motors UN. So this selection is there and we can cross check. So after this, these settings are done. We have to go to basic settings only. Maintain company code for material management. This I already set for Tata Motors US. So this is at a company code level, so no need to maintain for each plant. So this is we are going to post in 2023 year, and this is my November month. That is from April to till November. It is the 8 months. So I have maintained 8 months. So you can post transaction from 8, or you can also post transaction in previous month. So this assignment is done. So the next one is we have to go to material management. Go to material management. Go to logistic invoice verification. Under logistic invoice verification, incoming invoice. Under incoming invoice, maintain default value for tax codes. Execute this one and check for your company code, Tata Motors US. So we have selected this one. So if you see here, we have maintained the tax code as I I1 and I1. So if you want to maintain some other tax code, you can maintain. It's up to the requirement. So I have copied it from the standard one. So it has taken a standard details from this one, I1. So sometimes some other companies use A0 and V0. So if that is there, so we need to maintain that one. So tax, default tax. Okay, and then next one is to check a duplicate check. If you want to maintain a duplication check, so what you can do is I will minimize everything. Go to material management. Under material management, go to logistic. invoice verification. Under logistic invoice verification, go to incoming invoice again. Under incoming invoice, you will have a check for duplicate invoice. Execute this one and go to your company code Tata Motors US and select the checkbox at what level you want duplicate. If you have a same reference number and the invoice date, then we will create that as a duplicate. Company code, reference number, and the invoice date is same, then I will create that as a duplicate. And this is at a company code level, so we don't need to maintain it for each plant. Each plant. Then we need to maintain a tolerance limit. Logistic invoice verification under that invoice block. So under invoice block, we have a set tolerance limit. So SAP has given all the standard one to VP, AN, AP, BD, BR, DQ, VW, KW, PP, PS, ST, VP, and these all. Copy all this and you just need to select all this. I already did this one. Copy this one and replace this with your company code like Tata Motors US and press enter. It will give me an error because I already created. But in real scenario, you will not get error. And after maintaining your company code, just click on press save. So I will just show what we have maintained for Tata Motors US. So you can see here, these are all maintained for Tata Motors US. So here under logistic invoice verification, click on logistic invoice verification. Under this, we have a invoice verification in background option. Select this one and define automatic status change. Execute this one and check for your company code. So we have selected this checkbox. So to set if a incorrect invoice is marked as a complete or not in the PO. So for that reason, we can select this one. Go back under material management, verification and valuation and account assignment. Under this account determination, under account determination, go to group together valuation area. And select your valuation area Tata Motors UN. And here you have created a group Tata Motor UN. Assign that group and save it. For Tata Motor US, we have created a group Tata Motor Engine. And here is the link for chart of accounts. This is done. Save and come back and click on define valuation classes. So here for the valuation class, you need to maintain the GL accounts. So select account category reference first. So we are going to use the valuation class, standard valuation class, because these are all SAP set standard has been given. So we'll go and use the standard. If you want to create your own valuation reference, account category reference, so copy this one and create your own. But it is always recommended to use the standard or copy the standard and create your own. So I am going to use the For raw material 001 and for finished goods, I will use this one 009. So I'm going to use the standard one account category and I will assign that to a valuation class. So here I already created valuation classes. So Tata Motors 01 is for raw material. Tata Motors 09 is for finished goods. So same wise, I will copy two more valuation classes. Okay, if you want, you can keep same valuation class also, not an issue. So I will try to, if you want, you can create a separate valuation class. So here it is a key because at a valuation class level, we create a to a mapping of GL accounts. So I will try to either you create your separate valuation class or keep the same valuation class. So I will try to keep a same valuation class for raw, raw material and I will try to keep the same valuation class for finished goods. If you want to create as per for engine, you want to create a one valuation class separately. For tires, you want to create a separate valuation class. You can create separate valuation class. That is okay. So I'm going to keep it same and will be using it for our organization. Now we'll create some of the GL accounts which are needed for the uh, OBYC settings. That is the key where the transaction will post from module to finance module. So the first account we are going to create is a so first we'll create a inventory raw material account. So for that FS00 and this is your company code raw material account. So this is the GL account which we have raw material. Okay, 1500 and 1515 is my raw material account. Then one more account which we have is finished goods account. So furnished goods we have 1616 account. So we'll try to assign this accounts. So for that you need to go to OBYC setting and go to BSX, give your chart of account and give the valuation class and the so your valuation class is Tata Motors 01 is for raw material creation of a material master and then go to account. Your raw material account is 15,000 1500 and your finished goods account is 16,000 1600. So we just assign the raw material account and the finished goods account. Now we need to maintain the offsetting accounts. So all the offsetting accounts will be maintained in GBV. So I will change the rules. I need here valuation class, valuation modifier, and the general modifier. And I will save this one. Yes. So I can maintain all these three combination. I can maintain the GL account here. So first my valuation class will be So valuation modifier will be my plant. So I will give it as Tata Motor US. Copy this Tata Motors US and general modifier as AUF. AUF. So give your valuation class here. This is for raw material and this is for semi and finished goods. And here you will be giving a change in stock account. So change in stock accounts we have created as a expense account. So try to give the change in stock accounts from the expense side. So TM01. So change in stock account I already created. Select this one. This is going to be 09 and save it. So we have created a change in stock account and also there is a BSA. If you want to bring, this is basically used for a change in stock account. This is evaluation modifier and also give Tata Motors US and BSA. BSA and here also we'll give the same details and we'll create one stock account which is whenever we bring any in stock accounts from a legacy system to any other system. So that time we'll use bringing the opening balances from a legacy system to SAP system. So for that reason, we need to create one legacy system GL account. So that I will create as 299999 account. 9999 account. Copy this account. Enter. This is not created. That is fine and save it. So I will create one GL account now. So I will create that as a part of liability. Initial, okay. So we already created initial stock. So we'll give the same stock account, initial stock account over there. So I will replace that GL account with OBYC. Go to GBV and save this. So same wise, we need to create for SD related stock specific mapping, GL mapping here. So as of now, we have done it for uh, specific mapping. So after that, if any change in price difference, so we'll create one more account, change in price. So for that, we need to go to PRD and we just need a valuation class. We don't need valuation modifier here. So valuation class, we have Tata Motors 01 and Tata Motors 09. Let me see if I have created the change in stock account. Yeah, sorry, price difference account. So I already created price difference account. I apologize. Today my throat is not well. Means I have some issues on the throat. So maybe you might see a different voice. So once that is done, price difference account, then we need to assign a GRIR clearing account. For GRIR clearing account, we'll go to WRX, that is goods receipt and the invoice receipt account. Double click on it. So here we don't need valuation class, just save it and give the GRIR clearing account. Let me check. I have created a GRIR clearing account. Yes. So select and give this GRIR clearing account and save it. So once GRIR clearing account is done, so this is where we have almost completed all the transactions. Then we need to run one program to check all the fields in So I don't have an authorization, not an issue. So what I will do is I will go through a SPRO path, SFE reference IMG, and I need to go to SAP ABAP platform. Under ABAP platform, general settings. So the transaction code is for different thing, but it is I have authorization. So I need to skip. If any issues comes up, then we'll check. So now we are going and checking a country settings. General, go to countries. Under countries, different countries in SAP. Different countries in SAP. So this is we are doing for US. Double click on it. So this is how we see all the settings for US and check the tax procedure. What we have TI tax USJ is the tax procedure which we are using for US, and this is the reporting currency is in USD, and these are all current country specific settings. So these are all needed. And now go to OB40. Go to OB40 and go to transaction NAV. So we need to maintain the tax GL accounts also, so that will not get any tax related errors. NAV transaction code and save this one. So here you just need to give a GL account. So let me create one GL account here quickly on the same screen. Or let's see, I have created any tax specific GL account. So we'll use that tax GL account here. On the liability side, I have created withholding tax, not the purchase related tax. Okay, so what I will do is I will create one tax account. Go to FS00. Okay. FS00, and what we will do is we will copy the withholding tax GL account. Click on copy option and I will create it as 200. and instead of purchase tax payable, purchase tax payable, and save this GL account and keeping this as star and without checkbox allowed. Okay, so I will let me copy this and slash n OB40. Now we'll go to Navy and give the tax GL account here and save it. So if you want to give specific to your GL tax code, select this one. So what you have to do is, let me show you again. You go back one step, go to OB40 and search for NAV. Okay, so here I have given just GL account. If you want to give to tax codes also, so just click on rules and select on tax code and save it. Yes, click on yes. So it will ask you for a tax code and here you can give your tax code details. But I don't want to give any tax code as of now. In case if you want to give, you can give like that tax code and the GL combination. And go to ST. Save here. Give the same GL accounts. Save it. So this is how you have given the purchase specific tax. And we also need to give the output tax. So for output tax, we have MWS. Okay, for output tax, we have not created any GL account. Let me create quickly one GL account. FS00. So purchase tax, I will copy this one to one and I will create. And this is going to be my asset. No. And I will replace this with sales. Rest all will try to keep as it is. There is no need of making any changes. Now go to slash n OB40 and check for same tax code MWS outputs. Give and save it and give the sales tax details here, output tax. Okay, so the tax specific settings are done. Now go back, click on SAP reference IMG and go to financial accounting global setting. Go to financial accounting. Under this, you will find financial accounting global setting. Under financial accounting global setting, go to tax and sales on purchases. Under this, go to calculation. Under calculation, you see assign a company code to tax determination. So select this one, company code Tata Motors US. Select this one and check your company code exists here or not. Go to posting and click on assign non-taxable transaction. Go to Tata Motors US. So we have V0 and A0. If we get any issues, then we'll assign the tax codes. As of now, we have entered and that will be applicable for all the tax codes. So that is the reason we have assigned on the tax GL accounts over there in the previous steps. Now it is mandatory for controlling. It is mandatory to activate material ledger if we are using a S4 HANA. So how we are going to do that is just go to controlling area. Under controlling, go to product cost controlling. Under product cost controlling, you will have actual costing on material ledger. Under that, assign currencies and material ledger tabs. Execute this one. So check for your company code here. So you will not see because we have not done any settings for our company code. So what we have to do is either you can create by new entries or maybe by selecting the, sorry, just hold on. Yeah. So what you can do is, so what we'll do is we'll as uh, material ledger is not activated. So we'll create our own material type. Okay. So first we'll create our own material type. So that is click on new entry or maybe I will check what is there in the 1710. So 1030, I'm good with this. So I will copy this one or okay, I don't have a copy option here. So it will, I will go with a better creation of a standard one. So I thought like I will have the creation option, copy option here. So just click on new entries and create your own material type, Tata Motors US. Tata Motors US. So this material type we will be using for Tata Motors US. Select this one, execute, select this one and click on define individual characteristic. So here by default 10 is there. So I also need one more. So that is 30 group currency. So I want to evaluate my transactions in 10 as well as in 30 company code currency and the group currency. Save this one. So Tata Motors US is my material type. Now I need to assign this to valuation area. So there are two valuation areas which we have. So let's go to Tata Motors US. So here you will see the valuation area is been assigned to our group. So I will change that to Tata Motors US. And for here also I will use Tata Motors US. Press enter and save it. Okay, so after the valuation areas is done, so make sure that this is always in status is in green. If it is showing is red, means there is some issue. So valuation area is done. Then we have to activate the material ledger to valuation area. Close this one. Activate the material ledger. So go to position or relation area is Tata Motors UN and US. So both the areas have been selected. So it's showing in green. So we just need to activate a material ledger for our organization also. So you just need to select this one and select here price difference as 2. So here SAP has given 2. If you are using full-fledged material ledger, select 3 or else select 2. So it will go with the standard one. You don't need to do an entire material ledger configuration. If business asks, then we need to select 3 or else we don't need. So this is just a material ledger activation is needed for activity. So this activity we have to do. So this is a very critical part and we have to do this activity or else will be a problem for creation of materials. Then run a transaction code. CKM start. Execute this one and it will show the transaction and give your plant as Tata Motors UM. So this can be done only once. So always cross verify and always cross verify and do a thorough check before you do the activation and make sure that this test run is selected and execute and to check is there any errors we are getting. So remove the test run. Execute it. So we'll start immediately. We'll do one thing. No. So test. Execute this one. Start immediately and check and confirm. So here output device as LP01 and select this checkbox. Okay. So job is active. So now remove the test and execute it in the production run. Or if you want to see the what has happened on the test run, go to SM37 and execute it. So we'll see this option. Select this spool and select this spool and click on details. So check is there any errors are there. So there is no errors. So what I will do is I will select this CCAM start and press enter. I will remove the test run and execute it. I will start as immediate, check and confirm output device LP01, execute, select this checkbox. So this is done, is active. So I will run for US also, execute, start immediately, check and confirm LP01. LP01 is the standard one. Now we'll go to SM01, sorry, SM37 and execute it. So let's see, we got any errors. So this run and the 40. So these two we need to check. Select this one, spool, select here, select check, select here and click on spool and check. So we don't see any errors. Double click on this one. Sorry. Double click on the spool, select here and click on spool and check on this one, ABAP list. So we don't see any error for TMUS also. So our job is done for activating material ledger. So once the material ledger is activated, so our job is almost done for MM and FI integration. Now we'll create one material MM01. This is a critical part for us so that we should not be missing anything. So first thing MM01, and here under my MM01 we'll select industrial as Tata Motors is a I'm just trying to select which can be a best suitable for our organization. In real scenario, you will not see this many, and it will be very less only. So let's take PRK, industrial production, retail, FIMM testing, FI learning, Sridhar industry technology, manufacturing. So I will go with the manufacturing now and click on select views. Material type is a raw material. So for us, we have created Tata Motors. Just hold on for a minute. Tata Materials type we have created TM01 and the TM09. So I don't see that here. Let me check. I am trying to create a raw material. Let's see the settings. So for that, basically, I'm not able to find the ROH type over there. Let's go to our configuration again and see is there any configuration or any learning students are messed up these settings. Go to financial accounting. I'm just checking. You don't need to do this activity. Logistic general. Under logistic general, you just need to go to material master. Under material master, go to basic settings. Under basic settings, material type and define attribute for material types. So here we have attributes and in the position we'll go to ROH. So ROH is a raw material standard which we are going to use. So select this one raw material standard and click on here and click on position. Tata Motors UN. So I see that ROH is extended to Tata Motors UN as well as US. So that should have been appeared there also. So let me go for again. And so here there are three things which we have. One is Tata Motors, not Tata Motors, ROH, raw material, and then we have FERT. This is our finished goods, and then we have HALB for semi-finished goods. So if I'm not able to find ROH, so I might go for a HALB for a showing purpose or a teaching purpose. So this should have been great if I get ROH on the screen itself. So let's go to /n MM01 manufacturing and material type, or it might miss my eyes while searching. So I'm trying to search ROH here. Yeah, we have a ROH. So initially I have might miss this one. So now after giving ROH, press enter. So as soon as you press enter, you will get this option. So from this option, what you have to do is select whatever the tabs I show here. Select basic data 1, basic data 2, then click on purchasing, then click on MRP1, MRP2, MRP3 and MRP4. Basically that is not needed, but still select. Then general plan data storage 1 and storage 2. Then accounting 1 and accounting 2, and costing 1 and costing 2. So once you select this one, and select organizational levels. So your plant will be, so I will start with Tata Motors US. or UN. Both are fine for me. So we'll start with Tata Motors UN and your storage location. Go to the down and the storage location we have created as Tata Motors UN. This one. So Tata Motors UN tires. And this is for finished goods. So select this one and click on continue. So once this is done, so give a description as Tata Motors newer tire or any tire, Apollo tires or something. So material type is Apollo tires and basic unit of measures. You are going to count this in kgs or each. So I'm going to count this as a each. And here material group Tata Motors tires. This is the material groups which we have created. And then gross weight, give it as 1, net weight, give it as 1. Basically, you can give as per the real conversation. And here, give it as each. So once that is done, go to basic data 2. So don't give it. Yeah, basically, this is applicable for kg. Go to basic data 2. So the information which I have mentioned here, if it is something related to kg or milligrams, grams, liters, so that time you give it for each. This is not applicable. Go to basic data 2. Under basic data 2, make sure this no link checkbox is selected, and then straight away go to purchase tab. So in the purchasing tab, so go to any purchase, directly go to any tab. So you just need to click here. Okay, you just need to click on this option and click on the tab which you need to go. So go to purchase tab and give base unit of measures that is there and purchasing group. So our purchasing group is Tata Motors New York. So this group is going to purchase and purchase group is Tata Motors tires. So these are the information which you need to provide. Group processing M0 days. Then go to MRP1. Select this one, go to MRP1. So in the MRP1, MRP type, give it as PD. These are all the standard one I am using. So for practice purpose, you can use your own specific things or you can use the standard one. Is MRP control. I will give it as 001 and lot size procedure. I will give it as EX. So whatever I am giving, so these are all the standard ones. So EX is for lot order quantity. So once this is done, go to MRP2. In the MRP2 procurement type, you have multiple options here. X. So X indicates both procurement type and F indicate external procurement. So I will go with X both procurement type, or you can go for F, external procurement. So you are going to purchase outside, and plan delivery day time just 10 days or 1 day. So I'm going to put it as 1 day now. Then go to MRP3. So in the MRP3, just check M is there, and here check for availability check. So availability check, currently it is giving us stock and release. So we'll go with no check. I don't want to check anything now. In MRP4, we don't do any activity. Still, you can go and check. All this information is there. And data storage one. Now go to plan data storage one. Check KZ is updated here. And period. Make sure that the cell is selected as D. D is for day. And here exception date as B. These are all came as a standard, but make sure that these are all, here you see D and here you see B. Now go to plan storage data 2. Gross weight and net weight we don't need. And if you want to give up default profit center, you can give the default profit center here. Controlling area TM. So I will go with, uh, we'll go for here the truck. So this any profit center which you have, so you can give that profit center. And now we'll go to a important area is accounting one. So in the accounting one, so you will see that material ledger is activated here, and transactional baseline date is activated. So make sure that you are always, this is coming from a material ledger activation and transactional based data. So now give a total stock. You don't need to give any stock here. We'll do it. And valuation class. So the valuation class will be a Tata Motors raw material. So my raw material, this is, and what is the price of the, so it will go to a valuation class Tata Motor raw material, and standard price will be, so I will put it as 200 USD per unit, per 1 unit. So 200 USD per unit I am taking a price, and this is my variable price or a standard. I am going with a standard price here. Variable price will keep changing based upon the stock. So I will go with a standard price. Now we'll go to accounting tab 2. We don't need to do anything on the accounting tab 2. Local currency converted to other currency using currency exchange rate. Okay, so this through a currency exchange rate, this has been converted. That is good. Okay, so now in accounting tab 2, we don't do any activity. Now go to costing 1. So in the costing 1, select material origin, and this is going to be a each. We have a profit center and customer lot size is 1. That's it. Now go to costing 2. So in the costing 2, valuation class check. These are standard one pricing unit and current price period. Cross check everything. Okay, so this is done. So you just need to save this, and this is your material 800302. So finally we have created our material 800302. Just remember this one, 800,302. Sorry, 8,302 is our material. It's been created. Okay, so we are going to use this material across our uh, learning purpose. Now what we have to do is extend the vendor to a purchasing view. So what you have to do is, so go to purchase view. So FBL1 and let me take one vendor from here. So I'm going to use this vendor. Click on BP and this is my vendor. Double click on it to extend this vendor to a purchasing view. So what we have to do is click on edit and here select the purchasing view. Purchasing view will start with F. Let me come from the top. So you will see here the purchasing tab is activated. Click on this purchasing tab and go to your purchase organization as Tata Motors UN. Select and press enter. Okay, so once that is done, so to create any material document, you need to extend that to a purchasing tab view. So give other than if you don't give it, then you cannot post any transaction. So I'm giving a currency 001 per terms of payment. I'm taking a standard terms of payment. So select this goods, share based invoice received. And if you scroll down, go to purchase group. So our purchase group is Tata Motors. Tata Motors TAM. So give the purchase group and then go to vendor text. So here after purchase data, you just need to go to vendor texts. So please make sure that purchasing memo and purchase order text is updated. That is fine. And save this option. So we have extended this particular vendor to purchase order level. So now you can create a purchase order for this particular vendor. Control C /n ME